think they make the videos. All right, hang on. Got it. Done. Okay. Are we back yet? Okay, good.
Welcome, Kristin, to this lenses session. I'm delighted that we're connecting, and what I'm going to do is explain to you what we're going to do for the hour, and then I'm going to get you to actually participate so that you actually go away with a better understanding of the whole process, and you can put some things into place. So I'm going to share my screen for just a moment. Share screen. What do I want to? Here, magnetic mind. This is what I want. Share. Here we go. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to step you into your 5. Here we go. So we need to get you to choose your true goals. So we teach you how to align your target with your end result, and then you move forward with clarity. Because a lot of people don't know where they're going, and because they don't know where they're going, they can't get there. And all these things come up, and I wish I had my rubber band with me, and they get into an oscillating structure. So let's say they want, oh, you've got your rubber band, fantastic. So you'll understand that if you have limitations, you're in an oscillating structure. And most people are orientated to be problem solvers in the world. We don't want you to be orientated to be a problem solver anymore, and we want to get you out of any oscillating structure that you have. Because when people oscillate, they go out towards their goal, and their limiting beliefs or things that have happened in the past pull them back, and they're back at square one. And it happens again, and it goes out and pulls back in. So we want to get you out of that. We want to create structural tension. So that's how basically I just described to you. That's that internal struggle with minimum effort pulling you back. 3, we go into the emotion of the end result, because getting the technology sorted. When you get into the end result, it's very sensitive. When you get into the end result, you have the emotion, and everything is pushing you towards where you want to be. So you've got to be it for it to happen, if that makes sense. And you're not broken. I've got to repeat that. You're not broken. You don't need fixing. You just need to know where you're going and what you need to do. Then we have some processes called recoding, where we can actually recode, and without hours and hours of stress, going to counselling or anything like that, we can replace the old habits, beliefs, the feelings, and put new ones in place, so that you take away all that stuff. Because it's really interesting, the more I'm understanding the whole process, there could be things that happened 7 generations ago that is still impacting your life now. And when you go through the processes, you find that things that you weren't even aware of that is holding you back. And then finally, we take aligned action, and we have a process called the lenses, which is, you've got your, bearing in mind it's sensitive, here we go. So we get you into your true choices, and then we create your long-term plan. So you think out 12 months. This is what my end result is. This is what I really, really, really want. And it's my true choice. And then you break it down into a 90-day target. then we're down to 30 days, down to 7 days, and then a daily action.
Okay.
So the great thing is most people see the end result and they think, oh, I've got no idea how I'm going to get there. But if I can break it down and keep breaking it down to little chunks, so then every day, all I have to do is the daily action. And if I do that for 7 days, gosh, I've done a week.
Mm.
Then if you do 4 weeks of 7 days of action, that's a month. And if you do 12 months of action, you've got what you want.
I love it. Just kind of chunking it down manageable instead of
Absolutely.
thinking,
Yeah.
how am I going to get this magic thing done? Okay, good. I love it.
Okay. So what we need to do now is to tell you about the orientation choices.
Okay.
Now, there's 4 key orientation choices that we encourage people to put down and then come up with others on top of that. So the first one, I'm the predominant creative force in my life. I am the predominant creative force in my life.
I love that.
The second one, I live a life I love. I live a life I love.
Nice.
Number 3, healthy and vital. Healthy and vitality. It's just sort of how you word that, healthy and vitality. Healthy and vital. And number 4, I'm living my true purpose.
I love it.
So to help you get into the creative mindset, I'm going to play you a meditation. It's called the Blue Mist Meditation. And then I'm going to leave you for 5 to 10 minutes. You just see how you go. And you're going to write down and just dump out of your mind anything that comes to mind. And you might create a list of 10, 20, 30. You might just fill pages. It just depends. So you ready?
Yes.
Get comfortable. And we'll see how we go. I hope this works and you can hear it. I might have to take my headphones off. We'll see. Can you hear it?
Nothing yet. Nope.
Right, what's there? You might need to ask yourself, what's true for me in family? What's true for me in fitness? What's true for me? Yeah, Rihanna's asked, do choices change? Yeah. Everyone's growing. Cool. Well, I had to upgrade my house choice because my old choice used to be I want to have my own house with off-grid electricity, pool, and my own private beach. Now I've got it. So I had to put a new one in. All right. So let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, this isn't a recode. I've already done that. This is going to take you to your land of plenty, which is ready to give you plenty and plenty of things you love. You will write it all down. And then from all the things you write down, you're going to pick, you know, between, I said 6 and 10, I've got 12. So maybe you can have 12. There's no rules, but I wouldn't have more than that. You know, just choose to have a good selection and different varieties of your life. Cool. So just close your eyes. Close your eyes. And just decide to become blue mist. Become blue mist and imagine you can become blue mist. That's it. Become blue mist hovering above the earth. Become blue mist. That's it. Just imagine the blue mist. And start moving forward across the ground. Just your blue mist traveling forward across a landscape. Just imagine it. Do your best to imagine your blue mist flying across the ground. That's it. And the faster you get, the brighter the blue becomes. And just allow yourself to get faster and faster. Your blue mist speeding across the ground. That's it. Up ahead, there's a tunnel. You can see it. It feels good. And you know that's where you've got to go. The tunnel has a sign on it that says, "This way to the land of plenty." So you feel excited as you fly as blue mist towards the tunnel, and you go into the tunnel. Big, open, spacious tunnel. You can feel the air flowing through your hair against your face. Your blue mist going faster and faster and faster through this tunnel. It's dark and you're lighting it up. Your blue mist flying through the tunnel. That's it. And the faster you go, the bluer you get. You're almost so blue that you just are shining so bright, so blue. It's hard to even know where you start and where you end. Your blue mist, that's it. And just imagine it. As you're flying through this tunnel, you know you're getting closer to the land of plenty, where you have everything that you desire, and you're going to see it and feel it and know it without any judgment. It's there. You'll simply witness it, so you're excited. You want to go faster and faster. You want to get to your land of plenty. You want to know what's there. Your blue mist flying through this tunnel. The tunnel starts to slope up at about a 45-degree angle, and you're flying up it even faster than you were before. And as you're flying up and you're going faster and faster, it's interesting to wonder what's going to be in your land of plenty. And just get that good feeling that you're going to get something that's really going to make a difference. You're so excited as you're flying up. You're flying up as your blue mist. You're flying up. That's it. And you're going up and up and up as blue mist. And as you go up and up and up, you get to the end. That's it. So you get to the end and there's a big opening. There's a big spacious white opening. And as your blue mist, you're just going to come flying out. You come flying out of this tunnel, out into the open air. You're flying out and all of a sudden, you're transformed back into you. You land safely where you land and you get a symbol. And you're in your land of plenty. That's it. You're in your land of plenty. I just want you to notice what's there. Notice what's there. Have a good look around. Witness what's true. Witness what's true. That's it. That's it. Witness what's true. Witness what's there. And if you're not getting anything, notice how you feel and start with your feelings. See, this is your land of plenty. Whatever you plant here will grow. Whatever you plant here will grow plenty. What is it that you're going to plant? What is it that's already growing? I want you, when you're ready, to open your eyes, grab your pen, and I want you to stay in this field and write everything that's in your land of plenty, that's going to be there, that's already there. Write down what you get, and then close your eyes, tune back into the land of plenty, write down some more. Tune back in. What do I love? What do I really love? That's the question. What do I love? What's really here? What do I love just for me? Tune back in, close your eyes, tune back in, open your eyes, write it down. Thank you so much for today's session. I'll leave you with that. Take as long as you want to write it all down. I'm going to go very seamlessly now. Just go right. Don't be thanking me. Just go right.
Well, I feel like I might be,
You've got some things.
I do have some things.
Great. All right. I'm going to grab another piece of paper
Okay.
and we'll write them down. And because we need to get them down, because how many have you got? Quite a few?
A few, but I don't know. I've got a few things, but I'm not sure I have a lot. I got some feelings. You know, he mentioned feelings.
Yeah.
And so I wrote some feelings down too. And so I don't know if was just helping me get in the mood or something.
Well, I'll give you some prompters to see whether this helps. So you've got on your list your 4 orientation choices. So you're the predominant creative force in your life. You live a life you love, healthy and vitality, and you're living your true purpose. Okay. So what would you do with your family? What's some goals with your family?
With my family. I'd like a great work-life balance.
Great work-life balance. Yeah, write that one down. A great work-life balance.
I'd like to do some traveling. I'd like to, live in a beautiful house and
beautiful house. What's a beautiful house for you?
It would be I guess just a little bit, maybe a little more rural, maybe a little bit out in the country a little bit, maybe enough room for someone to come and stay, like a little extra section for someone to visit, maybe. I don't want to be super specific, or do you want me to be like?
No, that's you're doing good.
I'd like at least another bathroom.
A 2-bathroom property.
At least that'd be great.
Let's say 3, should we?
Woo! We're getting out there. Yes. Yeah, I would like that. And then maybe like a beautiful walkout basement and a patio and that kind of relaxed, luxury-ish. But maybe out so I could watch the birds a little bit more. We kind of live in the city here.
Yeah.
So that would be
I can see you there already.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Makes your heart sing, doesn't it?
Yes. It's very, beautiful.
All right. So finances.
For finances, I would like to just have more than I need, just so I can have the money I need to live my life and support other people and be generous and give it away. Is that what you mean? Or a job? Or
well, it might tie in with the job. Like, do you want to be having like 10K months or earning $100,000 a month? What sort of,
yes.
Because yeah.
Yeah, I would. There's so many people in the world that are doing such amazing things and they want to do more with just money. And wouldn't it be neat to just have so much that you could help someone else do their thing? So yes, I mean, 100K, that'd be great. 100K months. Woo-hoo.
100K months. Cool. In terms of creativity, like, do you want to paint? Do you want to play a musical instrument? Do you want to do craft? Where's your creative passion?
So I'm one of those little crafter people. So I like to knit and I like to do watercolors, but I also like to write. And I think that that's also part of my creativity, adult coloring, those kind of different things.
Cool.
So,
I do.
yes.
I'm with you because I do coloring.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, wow. Those are gorgeous. Yeah.
So I can understand why you do that. So put something kind of like creative, just feed your creative passion or something around your creativity.
Yes, definitely.
So we need a few more. Anything around relationships?
I got a fabulous relationship with my partner. My parents, I'm a caregiver for my parents. They're kind of coming to their last stages of their life. So it'd be nice to be in a good place for that to happen.
Yeah. Okay. So thinking of an end result,
Mm-hmm.
what would make the relationship, that family dynamics, be what you wanted it to be?
I think it's that kind of relaxed ease around whatever the topic could be. Like, anytime your family's together, sometimes there's always that that's something. And maybe if it could just be everyone's relaxed and having a good time and doing whatever we need to do.
Good. Yeah. Okay. So we've done family, finances, relationships. What about friends? Any goals around friends?
Friends. I have a nice set of friends. I haven't seen them too much in the last year. But yeah, I have a nice group of supportive friends. Like to continue to keep supportive friends around me. I think that would be nice to have maybe a few more friends.
So if you think a year from now, an end result, what would you like to see happen? Would you like to get them all together and do a retreat? Would you like to
that would be fun. Yes, I would like to do that. Get together with all my friends on a beach retreat, maybe.
Sounds nice.
Yep. And then I'm in a book club right now, and the woman that runs it is from Australia, and she lives in Western Australia. So maybe we'll meet at her place. The whole book club at her house.
Sounds awesome. All right.
I've never met these people in real life, so they're all Facebook people. Are they real? I don't know. Yeah.
I think if they're in a book club, they probably are. So is that the travel you were talking about, or is travel with your partner? What's the sort of the travel?
Oh yeah, I just love those just travel adventures, with my partner preferably, versus my family.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we've done a little bit of traveling, and it's just fun, and I would like to do some more of that. I really like to go to northern Scotland, to the Shetland Islands. I watch that webcam a lot.
Nice.
I'm like, I think that would be next on my list.
Cool. Okay. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We've got 11. So is there anything else that an area of your life that you just love and you want to work on?
Oh, no, I think we're there. I think this is pretty nice. This looks
okay.
Yeah.
So you've written all those things down on your list?
Yep.
You've got them written down?
Yep.
All right. So if I said to you, behavior is the greatest form of communication.
Oh, okay.
So what we need to have the behaviors, and we need to have the action to create, to get you from where you are now, to move you forward without coming forwards and backs, without oscillating, to get you flowing to where you want to be. So we need to clarify your first choice, and then we're going to break it down and work out what you can start doing, and just work it back. So which one do you want to focus on first? Keeping in mind that it takes a wee bit of time, and we can probably only get a few done before, and you'll have to work on the others.
Yeah. Feel like either the creativity or the finance seem like they would be there's no point in working on travel just yet to me.
I understand that.
So how about finance or creativity? Because they're kind of tied.
Tied?
Well, they're kind of together, because I would think my creativity might lead to finance, but let's go with finance.
All right. So let's brainstorm that finances and creativity. So you've said you'd be quite comfortable, you could do and make things happen if you had 100K a month.
Yes.
Yeah. So a year from now, if you had 100K a month, how do you, in your mind, see you actually achieving that?
So I have a number of little publishing projects that I would like to finish, put on the market, and
okay. What publishing products?
Well, right. I have a number of idea. I get a lot of ideas, and then I get kind of trapped into not kind of moving forward. So I have this kind of interesting idea about getting like some different classic books and reworking them. You know, have you seen them, like Pride and Prejudice and Zombies? You know, something like that. Like what would Alice in Wonderland look like if she was held in, you know, New York, modern day? Just kind of rework the stories.
Nice.
So that's kind of one of my bigger like light bulb. It's one of those ideas that keeps following me.
Yeah.
You know, it keeps finding me again, and then I'm like, just feels overwhelming and large, and maybe I'm stuck where to get started, or I don't have the time, or I don't give it the time. But I have kind of a number of those little ideas, like, ooh, wouldn't that be kind of fun to, what would that look like? What would Alice look like if she was, you know, a nanny in modern day New York? Or, you know what I mean? Like, just to kind of spin it to be a little, what could that look like?
Okay. So what else creativity wise are you got percolating there?
Oh, I've been making some puzzles for my parents.
Puzzles?
Yeah. So it's a little weird, but I kind of find them sort of satisfying. But I make word finds and puzzles for my parents. They both have varying degrees of brain injuries. And so they need more simple puzzles and large print. And so it's strangely fun to make them. I kind of make them by hand a little bit. And I'm looking for like mazes and things like that for them. And so I've been kind of fooling around with that. And I'm like, you know, and then I talk to people and they're like, oh, I could use that too. See, they're like really big.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really big. But you know, I think that's kind of fun and creative to do that. And then I was thinking of maybe putting them on Etsy or making an Amazon book or something out of them. I'm not sure.
So ultimately publishing
Mm-hmm.
and selling.
Yep.
Great idea. All right. What else?
I like to knit. I mean, are we still in the creative mode? Creativity?
Yeah. So is that a personal, more a personal thing, or have you got an idea where you will knit something to?
I just knit those. I like to knit for the knitting of it. So I knit scarves that are just simple. And
Okay, you knit scarves, yeah.
yeah.
And where do you see the knitting of scarves taking you or being in a year's time?
Yeah, the knitting of the scarves is just kind of something I do them right now, and then I give them away to charity, really, or give them to the homeless. But
Nice.
it's just something kind of, I don't know. It's like, I don't feel like I need to work with my hands all the time. It's something to kind of, I like to do it while I watch TV.
Escapism.
Yes. Oh yeah, there you go.
Cool. All right, so we've got publishing your reworked classics. We've got a publishing and selling your large print word find puzzles and mazes. And we've got escapism with knitting scarves and giving away to charity.
Yes.
Is there anything else in there?
Yeah, I think this is pretty nice because these are the things I'm passionate about doing. I've been kind of doing these things, so
Yeah, so you can feel them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So if we take the first one you mentioned, because the first one you mentioned is the first thing that came to your mind,
Okay.
reworking the classic books. So if you look here, the objective would be what? To publish a reworked classic within a year, or
Yes.
2 reworked classics, or you know, what you really want. What would be the long-term outcome, the end result?
Well, I would say one.
One.
I was like, ooh, 2 would be great. But yeah, I'd say I think, knowing my life, I think if I could get 1 done, I would feel like, oh my gosh, I did it.
And that would be the beginning of like your next year's project. If you get 1 under your belt, 1 done, 1 completed. Okay.
That's what I think. I think 1 done feels good. It would be so good to get it done. I've been carrying it around for a long time. That idea.
Right. Yeah. So we're going to write down a 1 year plus. No, we'll just stick with the 1 year. We won't go beyond that. Although it would stretch you if we said 2, but we won't. We'll keep it nice and gentle for a start. Okay. So are you thinking very clearly the Alice in Wonderland spin, or have you got a different one? What keeps coming back to you? Which one?
Oh yeah, the Alice in Wonderland seems like that one is. I haven't firmed on what to do with it, but I keep thinking about that story.
Okay, so rework and publish Alice in Wonderland spin book.
Yes.
Book, spin book. Rework and publish Alice in Wonderland spin book. Wonderland spin book. Okay, so in 90 days, we want a short-term direction, some targets. So, have you ever published a book before?
I haven't published such a big project, but I have published smaller projects. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's not totally stressing me out. The publishing part, it's the writing part.
Okay. So daily, what would you need to do daily on that to move it forward?
I feel like I'm maybe waiting for, I think it's a double-edged sword. I think I need to either be working on it to get the inspiration for the story, but I feel like I'm missing the inspiration of the story to work on it. Right? Like I'm firm on the Alice in Wonderland part, but I'm not firm on all the steps of, is it New York? Should it be Kansas City? There's a little too much possibilities that are out there that I haven't really firmed on. So I don't know if this is for the next week, I should journal on it every day and see what's coming through. I mean, maybe that's, now that we're talking about it, I just kind of kept it on the back burner instead of maybe actively saying, look, in 1 year, I'm going to do this. It's been kind of in my like floating dream idea, not.
I get the sense that your mind is full of heaps of stuff, and it's all over the place. So what we need to do is to say, okay, do you meditate now?
Barely. Yeah. Maybe once a week.
Okay. I will see if I can find you a meditation.
Oh, okay.
To make a daily practice.
Okay.
Because a meditation will take you, will quieten your mind down.
Oh, okay.
And over the week, you'll probably find for the first few days, everyone's different when it comes to meditating. Some people pick it up straight away and it just flows. My mind's always busy and I meditate, and some days I'm in tune with what they're saying and some days I drift off, but it's coming back and practice that will then free your mind up to be able to sit after you've meditated and think, okay, what is going to be the best setting for my book?
Okay.
And once you've got the best setting, what do you think you need to do next after you've got the setting? So you've got the clarity that you already know you're going to publish this book by the end of the year. But right now on a daily basis, what do you need to do? I've written clarity of concept or spin. Clarity of concept or spin. So you've got that clarity in your mind. So on a daily basis, like for the next 7 days, do you think it would take a week of you actually getting your mind clear to, so
that might be good. Yeah.
So 7 days of meditation, and at the end, when the meditation finishes, asking yourself that question.
Okay.
And just sitting quietly, holding it in your mind. What will be the best, and see what comes. Because you intuitively already know it, but you just need the clarity for it to come through. Okay, so that's the 7-day steps, first 7 days. All right, so in terms of getting to like a monthly plan. After you've got clarity, what do you need to be doing?
I feel like I just need to be, I mean, the story's done. I'm just pushing in I get clarity on the concept, and then maybe seeing how I'm swapping out the scenes. I just feel like I either need to maybe plot a little bit, so I can go through the book, and just make sure everything kind of flows. And then I think a rewrite after that would probably be, update the language and make it in the first person or something. I kind of saw it as, believe it or not, like not quite a Pulp Fiction novel, but something kind of snappy like that, how we read these days, and we all want like first person. And that's why I was like, maybe New York, that feels like a very bustly place. But having only been there once or twice, maybe not for me. I don't know.
I've got a friend in New York and she's invited me to come visit. So that'll be interesting.
Oh, I bet it'd be great. Yeah, I've only been a couple times to New York. It's the big city.
It is the big city. Okay, so the first 7 days is meditation and clarifying the concept. And you did tell me what the next step was. The next 7 days is going to be...
Plotting,
plotting.
kind of making like a, yeah.
Then the next 7 days was...
wanted to plot it out, and then I was
too busy listening to what you were saying.
No, just to plot it out, and then to maybe just make sure that some of the details were kind of interesting, and maybe I have to change it to like first person, and maybe modernize the modernize the syntax. I don't want it to sound like the 1850s.
Yeah. All right. So that's the next 7 days. And then after that, it would be a rewrite.
Yeah. Yep. And I think we'd be ready. I think we'd have like a good foundation.
Yeah.
If we took all these. Yeah.
All right. So that would be your first month.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And every day, would you, how much time would you be able to allocate to, because it's a daily thing. Every day you need to be doing a little bit of the big picture. So for clarity and concept meditation, would you be able to find half an hour?
Yes, I was thinking 30 minutes, maybe 45. Yeah.
30 to 45 minutes a day. Okay, so 30 to 45 minutes every day you are committing to this project.
Yes.
All right. So within the first 30 days, you will be, because it's going to take you longer than 7 days to rewrite, is it?
So that's what I don't know. I don't know how this is going to go. It feels like it'd be easy, but
okay.
I don't know. Maybe it needs to, yeah, that's what I don't know.
Okay, so 30 to 45 minutes a day, and we've essentially got your first month of activity allocated. So if we then go back from the current situation to your end result, what other steps have you got to tick off to get that project published?
Yeah, so we talked about the rewrite.
Yeah, the rewrite.
Yeah, so we've got that. We need to rewrite the whole thing. We probably need to, I don't know if we need a editor at that point, one of those concept editors, or we just want to wait since the book has got kind of a structure. Do have some beta readers read it. Just for some feedback. And then definitely an editor to check it out. I don't have any thought or haven't tried to look at, I feel like we need the book further along before we look at cover and all the marketing materials.
And in terms of actual publishing?
I would probably do that myself.
Self-publish.
Self-publish,
And
yeah.
would that be through Amazon?
Actually, it'd be through Ingram Sparks. It's almost the same thing.
Ingram.
It's just Ingram Sparks in the United States. If I use Ingram Sparks, I can put it in a smaller bookshop where a lot of them won't do anything with Amazon.
Cool.
For whatever reason.
All right. So that's great, because if we work on working back for publishing in 12 months' time, if you allocate like say 2 months to get the book to a stage where you feel comfortable enough to give it to some beta readers, so that's 2 months. Then if we go a wee bit further, another month, well, it would probably take 2 months to get the beta readers and then give you feedback, isn't it? So,
yeah, we gotta give them some time.
So that's 3-4 months, the next couple of months, so it would be 3-4. Have you got an editor in mind?
I have a person I know through Facebook who's done some editing for me in the past, but not a big novel. But I think she'd still I probably need to give her 2 months notice, that a novel's coming versus just a small book. But yeah, I do know an editor, and she's been very nice. So I think I would want to keep going with her. Yeah.
So you probably need to put an action step into when you've given it to the beta readers, give her some advance notice. So that's an action step for one day. Use your time to contact the editor and say, I've got this, it's in beta testing at the moment, and it'll be coming through to you within a month or 2.
Yeah, give her some time too. Yeah, good. Get me on her schedule. Who knows?
Yeah,
you think people are sitting around waiting for your stuff and they're like, I'm booked.
So
I like that.
How long does it take for an editor to review your book and give you back?
I haven't written anything this big. Let's say it takes her a month, just because I don't know. I don't know what that would be. But let's say it takes her a month.
Yeah, and then you need to rework it. So that would take, let's say, another month. So we're up to 6 months out. Rework. And then it has to go back to her.
Yeah, back to the editor.
So I think we should sort of allow a month for each of these steps, because
why not?
Anything could be happening. And we want to make it workable. So back to the editor, 7 months. And then 8 months you're going to be working on the cover and the marketing and things like that. And 9 months from now, hopefully, you'll be ready to publish.
It does seem like that. And even if it was 10, we're still there.
Exactly.
We're still under a year, 9 to 10, because you could always start like that marketing, like get a Facebook group, tell people about it, kind of start drumming up some stuff while the editor's got it.
It's a good plan. And the great thing is you've already got the book club. You've got sales there of your book.
My little book club ladies.
Yeah. So we should be putting in, say 11 month 11 publish and book launch, because that's, there's quite a lot to do in terms of launching it. And yes, exciting.
Mm-hmm.
And have you thought about how much you would be charging for the book?
No, a lot of times when you do the self-publishing, sometimes I do the research towards kind of the end, because I need to know how many pages and what's the size, and I'll know the better the costs of publishing, because it's all based on the size of the paper and then how thick the book is. And it might be something that you want to, maybe it's $12, but you wouldn't kind of know until, 12 or 15 maybe.
Yeah.
And the ebook, of course, as long as you've got the file ready, do like a $10 ebook or a, $6 ebook or something like that, depending. I know there's a lot of weird strategy about make a 99-cent ebook and drum up support and get reviews. So that's all part of the shenanigans of the book launch.
Well, I'm really excited for you, because in 12 months you're going to have this book published.
Yeah, you really kind of just laid out this whole I don't want to say it was this weird impossible dream, but I've been kind of dragging it around like a suitcase for a number of years that never really kind of feels like you've just kind of laid out a very easy just plan of action here.
Well, you know it all.
Yeah.
And what I'm going to do for you as well is I'm going to send you these pages, so
thank you.
that you can create your plan.
Okay.
So it's like the 30-day plan, so that you can actually break it down and put your steps in. And there's questions here to also challenge your thinking on things. So this is the daily planning sheet. So every day you will do this planning sheet. It keeps moving every day. So your top 3 priorities. And so you're initially like the meditation and mind clarification is like one of your top 3 things you need to do. And you'll see that there's space for 3, because once you've done the same exercise for all the things that we put on your list, which is
all the 11 items,
all 11 items.
Okay.
So like the work-life balance, so you do the same thing. So my ideal work-life balance is that I want to spend X amount of time doing my projects and things, and X amount of time doing my staying fit and healthy, and X amount of time. So you just break it down again. And for some of those things on your, I live a life I love, when you have all the other things set, you should be living the life you love.
Yeah.
It's a
That's
very,
so nice.
very powerful process, because if you do basically a step every day on like this book, and this is why you'll have very focused activity across your life, because I have 30 to 45 minutes today where I must do my my meditation. I must clarify my thinking about where the project is going to be set. So for every day, for 7 days, you get that, and then the next 7 days, so you've ticked off that part of your life and it's done. So can you see how it moves you forward to where you want to be?
Yeah, it's like a little micro step.
Yes.
Just kind of, and then they build. It's that, what is it? The snowball. It's just a little bit, and
And Chris, Duncan, who you will eventually, I know, get to know more about, he works on what was uncomfortable yesterday. So you can see on the screen where it says cash, time, energy, effort, focus. So you're basically working out what are the things that are stopping you getting to where you want to be.
That's a nice way to get some awareness around maybe things you wouldn't have. I don't think I would look at that every day.
No.
So that's kind of a nice thing to think about. What was I uncomfortable with? Not necessarily what was bad or wrong. Just, I like that. Uncomfortable.
And if there's things that are cropping up that are like your limiting beliefs or your habits or behaviors that and you sometimes don't know, like it might be an overreaction. Chris talks about if you had children where you step on a piece of Lego that's been left on the floor and you just go crazy, get really angry and upset and things. There is some problems that need to be recoded. Okay. And the recode process takes away all that stuff really quickly and easy and gives you what you want.
So, I like that sheet. That seems like a nice, easy sheet. One page, kind of keep you on track.
Every day.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's holding yourself accountable.
Yeah.
All right. So our hour is up already. We only got one little piece of your big plan.
Well, it was a nice start for sure. For sure. Yes. I don't want to, woo. But this is really fun. Thank you so much. What a great introduction. This was
My
great.
pleasure. I look forward to connecting with you again sometime soon.
Yes, thank you so much. And you said you're going to send me this sheet?
I will. What you could do is see the comments chat. Can you see the chat along the bottom? If you or in Facebook Messenger, send me your email address and I will send it through. So two things I'm going to send you. I'm going to see if I can find you a good daily meditation.
Oh, thanks. That's a great idea.
And we'll get you started. And often a guided meditation is a really good place to start. And then I'm going to send you the pages for, I'll send you the one of your orientation choices and also the breakdown so that you can copy it and copy it and copy it as much as you want to create it.
Wonderful. Yay.
All right then. Thanks for your time. It was lovely to meet you and I can't wait to read your book.
Oh, I'll be sending you the copy. I'll send you the copy.
Thanks, Kristin.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.